everyone, it's Dr. Dody, holistic veterinarian with over 30 years of experience, back again with another homemade recipe video. Today we will be making a turkey cat food pate. One of my main goals with these videos is to show you just how easy and economical it is to make your own cat food. Your pet will be healthier when you get them off of processed food, and a healthier cat translates into fewer veterinary visits. It's a win-win, and it feels so great to nurture my pet family with food I made, not out of a can, with mystery gravy, with ingredients I can't even recognize. See you when we get back. I want to make enough food for the rest of the week, so I'm going to make a triple batch. You can refer to recipe options in the Holistic Vet Blend Cookbook, downloadable from our website. Let's go over today's recipe. We have 3 pounds of turkey. This is 85% lean, and I got 3 pounds for $9.99. Buying in bulk saves you so much. You could even make Ina Garden's turkey meatloaf with the rest. 6 eggs, a complete protein and a very highly available, usable protein for the body. 4 ounces of diced spinach. Again, this is optional, just adding some greens in there. You could also add some parsley, which is a nice diuretic and just gives some healthy fiber and phytonutrients. 6 tablespoons of coconut oil that I'm gonna use to saute the meat, and 2.5 cups of bone broth. I usually roast a chicken once a week, so then I'll take the bones and the leftovers and I'll make bone broth in my Instant Pot in 2 hours time, and then I'll save it for recipes and for making my pet food. Bone broth is great for joint health and digestion, so you can watch another video we'll make on that one as well. Lastly, we have our 1.5 teaspoons of our omega-3s. Again, if you refer to the cookbook, there's numerous options for omega-3s. For pets that are really finicky, some of them like sardines, so you could add a little sardine as well. You could also add your omega-3s when you serve the food as well, but I like to add it all in last after the recipe is cooled. And then lastly, we have our premix, which is the secret sauce, and I will go over the ingredients with you. The premix completes the recipe and contains calcium, dehydrated grass-fed beef organ meat, heart, liver, and kidney, taurine, vitamins, and trace minerals to balance the recipe. So let's get started with our recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and use my coconut oil. I already melted it, and going to just put it in. I'm using a large stock pot because at the end, instead of transferring to a food processor to blenderize it, I like to make a pate for my kitties. I won't have to do an extra transfer step. I can just use the handheld blender and mix it up right in here. But an option is to use just a saute pan and then go ahead and transfer it to a food processor or a blender to make it a soft consistency and mix everything in really well. Okay, so I've already added my coconut oil. It's melted, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the turkey. I like to get this going, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw my spinach in with that because it'll just wilt in and cook right in there. So this is gonna take about 6-8 minutes to get almost done. And I'm gonna go ahead and add these eggs as it finishes and mix those in as well. Again, eggs are a really great quality protein, good source of complete protein for kitties. So I'm gonna wait and add those in just a bit. Okay, so towards the end of our saute, we added in the eggs, and now the recipe is done cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and add my chilled water or broth so it'll cool it right down, and then I can mix it right away. So here we go. Add that in. I'm gonna get my little puree, a little handheld Smart Stick Cuisinart immersion blender. These are really great tools. Here's my omega-3s I'm gonna go ahead and add in. And my premix, the secret sauce. So you can see it's got quite a liquid consistency, but as it cools, it's going to solidify. And this is actually the pate when you refrigerate it. So it does thicken up nicely. I store the recipe in a large tub. It's great that there's 20 to 30 less cans going to the landfill and less packaging and trash, and no icky gravy to contend with. Did I even mention that no kibble should ever cross your cat's lips anyway? So I'm not even gonna mention that. Here's the food and it's finished, and here's how I store it. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and it will solidify into a nice pate and firm up nicely. This is a total of 5 pounds of food, and it's gonna go a long way.